Imagine this. Right now at this exact moment, you are moving through time. Seconds pass. Minutes pass. Your life continues forward, one moment after another. But here is the strange question. What if time is not actually flowing at all? What if the feeling of now, the sense that the present moment is moving forward, is something created by your brain? For thousands of years, humans have tried to understand time. Ancient civilizations watched the movement of the sun and stars. Scientists built clocks to measure it. Physicists tried to describe it with equations. And yet, time remains one of the greatest mysteries in the universe. Today we will explore three fascinating questions. First, how the human brain creates the feeling of time. Second, why modern physics suggests that time might not be universal. And third, a shocking possibility: the past, present, and future might all exist at the same time. To understand this mystery, we must start with something very familiar: your own perception. Close your eyes for a moment. Listen carefully to the sounds around you. Maybe you hear distant traffic. Maybe the hum of a computer. Maybe the subtle rhythm of your breathing. These sounds do not arrive in your brain at the same moment. Light travels at incredible speed. Sound travels much slower, and your brain needs time to process signals from your senses. So here is something surprising. The present moment you experience is slightly delayed. Your brain collects sensory information, processes it, and then reconstructs what you experience as now. In other words, the present moment may actually be a constructed experience. Neuroscientists estimate that the brain may combine information over tens or even hundreds of milliseconds before presenting it to consciousness. That means the now you feel might already be in the past. But this is only the beginning of the mystery, because our perception of time can also stretch and shrink. Have you ever experienced this? You glance at a clock on the wall. For a moment the second hand seems to stop. Then suddenly it continues moving normally. This strange phenomenon is called chronostasis. When your eyes move quickly from one object to another, your brain briefly fills in missing visual information. To compensate, the brain may stretch the first moment you see after the eye movement. As a result, that second appears longer than it really is. This is only one example. Think about moments of intense fear. During an accident or a near miss on the road, time often feels as if it slows down. But in reality, the external world has not slowed. Instead, your brain is processing a huge amount of information very quickly. The experience becomes more detailed, making the moment feel longer. So already we see something fascinating. Time in the mind is flexible. But what about time in the universe? For centuries, scientists believed the answer was simple. Time flows at the same rate everywhere. Until one revolutionary idea changed everything. For a long time, the dominant idea about time came from Isaac Newton. Newton believed that time flowed evenly throughout the universe. According to this view, time was absolute. No matter where you were or how fast you were moving, time passed at the same speed. But in the early 20th century, a young physicist proposed something radical. His name was Albert Einstein. Einstein's theory of relativity revealed a shocking truth: time is not constant. Time can change depending on motion and gravity. If you travel extremely fast, time for you slows down compared to someone standing still. If you are close to an extremely massive object, gravity can also slow the passage of time. This effect is called time dilation. And it is not just theoretical. It has been measured with atomic clocks. Even satellites orbiting Earth experience slightly different time compared to clocks on the surface. In fact, the navigation systems used in smartphones depend on correcting these time differences. Without relativity, GPS systems would become inaccurate within hours. So modern physics tells us something astonishing: time is not universal. Different observers can experience time differently. But the mystery goes even deeper. If time can stretch and change depending on motion and gravity, some physicists suggest an even stranger possibility. What if time does not flow at all? Instead, imagine the universe like a gigantic block. Inside this block exist all moments of time: the past, the present, and the future. In this model, sometimes called the block universe, time does not move. Instead, our consciousness moves through the structure of events. From this perspective, every moment of your life already exists somewhere within the structure of spacetime. You experience them sequentially, but the universe itself may contain them all simultaneously. This idea is still debated among physicists and philosophers, but it leads to a profound question. If all moments already exist, what does it mean to make choices? Are we moving through time, or simply discovering parts of reality that are already there? Let us return to the original question. What is time? Is it a fundamental property of the universe? Is it a feature of human perception? Or is it something deeper, something we still do not fully understand? Today we explored three extraordinary ideas. First, the brain constructs the experience of the present moment. Second, modern physics shows that time is flexible and relative. And third, some theories suggest that past, present, and future might all coexist. If that is true, the universe may be far stranger than we imagine. But perhaps the most fascinating part of this mystery is this: every moment you experience, every second of your life, is part of the unfolding story of the cosmos. And the deeper we explore the nature of time, the closer we come to understanding our place in the universe. So the next time you look at a clock, remember this: the ticking you hear might not simply measure time. It might measure our attempt to understand one of the deepest mysteries of reality.